Hello fight fans, in today's news, Jiri Prochazka declines Jamaal Hill's call-out, stating he is next for the title. GSP gives his thoughts about Khamzat Chimaev versus Robert Whittaker. Ilia Topuria sends serious message to Max Holloway. BO Nickal receives backlash for trash-talking Khamzat Chimaev. Jiri Prochazka declined Jamaal Hill's call-out, believing that he is next in line for the title. Despite losing to Alex Pereira in November last year, Jiri is confident that his win at UFC 300 is enough to earn him a rematch with the champion. Here is what he said.
Do you agree? There are some people I've seen them say that they like the idea of you fighting Jamaal next. Do you like this idea, or do you like another idea for you next?
I like to fight for the title, especially after that decision in New York. After that, when I'm taking the fact I won the fight last Saturday. That's the only thing what I just feel right now.
Do you think that will happen? Do you think your next fight will be for the belt? Have you or your management talked to the UFC about this?
That's what I'm working. What's my management working on?
Okay. Are you confident?
I am.
Okay. Amazing.
George St. Pierre recently shared his thoughts on the upcoming fight between Khamzat Chimaev and Robert Whittaker. According to GSP, Whittaker has the ability to stop Chimaev's takedown attempts, and he views this as the crucial factor for victory. Here's his take.
Well, if there is a guy that can stop Chimaev, is Robert Whittaker, because if you look at Chimaev, he has we can compare it in a way to Yoel Romero. Romero was a very good wrestler, very explosive and powerful guy, and Whittaker was the kryptonite of Yoel Romero, was able to beat him twice. So stylistically, he's very capable of doing the same to Chimaev, to make Chimaev look bad. Robert Whittaker have a very unusual style. He's from a karate background, like I do. Karate background, we have very different style. We use different timings to blitz in, and the way we control the distance, it seems very unusual for our opponent, because most of the guys in mixed martial art world are from kickboxing and Muay Thai background. So when you're from karate, I think that's one of the things that it gives you sort of an edge. And Robert Whittaker utilized all his karate skill very, very well, and his footwork and the control of the distance. He's a master at it. So I think if there's a guy to stop Chimaev now that has a possibility to do so, is Robert Whittaker, but he's gonna have to be on his A game, because Chimaev is no joke, and he seems unstoppable right now.
Ilia Topuria sent a strong message to Max Holloway on Twitter, as always, displaying incredible confidence. He made it clear that he leads the show and that if they fight, it will be on his terms. Here's what he said. "The only thing questionable about me is whether I finish you by KO or submission. I just beat the guy who beat you not once, not twice, but 3 times. You now have the one thing that keeps you relevant, and that would grant you a money fight, the BMF belt. I no longer fight for money, but for a legacy. Winning that belt while holding my title will cement me as the first to hold both belts, the first to knock out Volk, and what most certainly will happen when we fight is the first one to put you to sleep. Something to calm you down is this: God doesn't shame anyone. You will have a worthy defeat against a champion who will be remembered for eternity. I decide who, when, and where. If you don't like the terms, I'm sure Ortega will oblige." MMA fans went off on BO Nickal after he claimed that Khamzat was fighting nobodies early in his career.
In response to that, I like to say, yo, who are you fighting at 5-0, bro? Some random dude in Europe. Like, I'm fighting in the UFC on UFC 300. So there's levels to this.
They book you against him right now. How does that fight go?
You know, I think I'd do very similarly to him what I did to this last guy. Take him down, ragdoll him, throw him around. You know, he's not a big 85er. He gets tired. So, you know, is his first round going to be a little better, more competitive? Probably. But if that fight's 5 rounds, I don't think he makes it 5 rounds, if we're being honest.
It later emerged that during the early stages of his career, Khamzat fought a fighter who had called out BO Nickal in the UFC, but Nickal didn't accept the challenge. Here are some of the reactions he got on Twitter. At the age of 28, Khamzat had beaten Ikram Aliskerov, Li Jingliang, Gerald Meerschaert, Gilbert Burns, Kevin Holland, and Kamaru Usman. BO Nickal's best win at the age of 28 is Cody Brundage. Khamzat fought Ikram Aliskerov when he was 5-0. Khamzat won via KO in round 1. Ikram Aliskerov is currently in the UFC and is 15-1, only losing to Khamzat. He just came off a fight of the night performance. Yes, there are levels. You're not on Khamzat's at the moment. Yeah, the levels is Dana White privilege. And that wraps up today's news. If you enjoyed the content, don't forget to hit the like button and smash the subscribe bell to stay in the loop. Keep supporting the sport, and we will see you in the next one.